hooked on a feeling. I'm high on believing that you're in love with me.
Hello everybody and welcome to another patch from Marvel Heroes 2016. This particular one is 1.24 and it contains some very exciting new things, chief amongst which is the release of Angela, our newest playable hero, also known as the Asgard's Assassin or the Huntress, whatever you want to call her. She has some pretty interesting mechanics, primarily melee focused with a lot of survivability. She's got an invulnerability proc, some other very cool stuff. She has an interesting auto attack power as well, similar to Magneto's shrapnel attack, where he just wanders around and automatically attacks bad guys. I personally do not own her, nor have I even played as her, but from what I've seen for some of the footage, she looks pretty decent. That said, we've got the two costumes available for her. We also have a new Ultron costume as well. In addition to that, we've got some very exciting new stuff with regard to events. We've got two events active right now. We've got Operation Omega, which is business as usual, and we have the end of summer event, which is absolutely amazing as always. As part of the end of summer event, we will be collecting these never melting cores. The canon for this is apparently that it was really hot, and so we made never melting ice cream cones or never melting ice cream sandwiches, and this is what they're made out of. So the idea is that we go and we fight the bad guys to try to get them back. As we collect up these never melting cores, which are also included in the daily gifts, we can go to the special event terminal and we can trade them in for some pretty cool stuff. You may recognize some of these from the last few summer events. We've got the Big Kahuna, which is a new legendary similar to the Pot of Gold, the Perfect Wave, as well as the Brutally Awesome Shades, which all some very good stuff. And then we've got the usual Crimson Box, Blue Box, Reliquaries of Rarity, and yada yada, etc, etc. All good stuff, don't get me wrong, but these are the big summer items that we've got available specific for this event. In addition, enemies have a chance to drop cupcakes as well, because who doesn't love a cupcake in the summer? I don't know anybody else either. But suffice to say, as part of that, we also have a leaderboard going on, a tournament for the summer event. And the way that this works is that you are just defeating enemies and collecting cores. As you collect more and more cores, then you go up on the list, and then of course the top winners get all sorts of cool prizes. But essentially it's a farming challenge is what it boils down to. So in addition to that, we've got server-side XP boosts and all sorts of really cool stuff going on with the summer event. The last major development that we've had for this patch is that Chapter 1 has been drastically altered to really help integrate some of the side quests and not have them feel as much of side quests. And in addition, it's changed the entire layout of how the chapter has gone through to make it a little bit easier for newer players. Plus, we now have instances where we didn't have them and a bunch of other stuff. So you can see that it's been split into the north and the south portions. So we're going to start in the south, and I'll just walk through exactly how we get through it. Now, the south portion is going to look exactly the same as what this originally was. So you can see we've got the basic layout here. We've got all the bad guys. The one thing that you will find that is missing is Electro. He is no longer on the streets. Ordinarily, he would have been spawning in this general location, this nice big open area, but instead he now has his own instant zone. In addition to that, all of the instant zones as well, they're marked a little bit better so that you're better able to find them, and after you complete them, all of the loot appears at the exit as well instead of where all the bad guys are. So you can see this is where we go in and fight Electro real quick. And it's like a miniature quest. I already did it earlier as I was testing it out. But essentially you defeat, I believe it's 30 of the guys that are in here. And then you get this little portal that just exits you back to the northern portion, right? So we're back where we started. Oh, sorry, the southern portion. And in order to get to the northern portion, we have to go through the police station. If you remember, the police station was originally just a side quest. This was infested with symbiotes. It still is. But now, in order to get to the next area, we have to go through the police station. right? So we'll just go through and we'll just climb up real quick. Like I said, I've already been through this, so it'll go really quickly. We'll see if Venom is still counted as being defeated. Yeah, he is. So this is the room where Venom is. You can see there's his medallion. But then when we go through here, we end up in the northern portion. Right as we exit, we've got the second waypoint here. And this is the part that will lead us to the abandoned subway and the next part of the game, essentially the next part of the story. So it's just kind of nice. Again, it's good, particularly for new players, because it's a little bit more linear and it's a little bit easier to figure out. On top of that, you're able to do more quests throughout playing through this chapter at least, and it just makes the entire play a little bit smoother. Obviously, just coming in off the prologue, it can be very difficult, especially for newer players, to figure out exactly where they need to go. So you can see right here is our abandoned subway. So we'll just hop in here, and then we'll have our waypoint, and we'll be back where we need to be for the end of the first portion. So that is the end of the revamped portion of Chapter 1. Again, trying to make it a little bit more linearized and integrate the save points a little bit better. So, or not save points, but integrate the side quests a little bit better. But with that, those are the major points for this particular patch 1.24. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you got her, I hope that you enjoy Angela. And also let me know what you think, because again, I personally have not played her, so I'm curious what you guys think who have gotten her. So just let me know in the comments. And with that, thank you very much as always for watching. Go and have fun playing. Thank you, and I will see you next time.
Lips as sweet as candy, its taste is on my mind. Girl, you got me thirsty for another.